Hello there guys, welcome to another Trollsmon video. Ryoko here, and all I'm doing is just making another little video for you guys to make a little bit more money. This video is great because it doesn't require any crafting skills, woohoo, and it is also probably one of the best and quickest incomes in the game. Now, this video is just about auction house flipping, and what I mean by that is just simply picking an item on the auction house, multiple, it's all completely up to you, and what you would do is you would basically buy them out when they're cheap and sell them when they're higher. Now, you can do this immediately by buying out the full auction house, or what you can also do is just, when they're cheap and you know they're going to go back up, you can buy them out when they're cheap, leave them stocked for about a week. When the prices go up, then just sell them off then. It's entirely up to you, depends how patient you are. The best thing to do now is just to pick a threshold, and what a threshold is just simply an amount of gold that you will not sell below. So say for example I took volatile airs and picked my threshold at 16g, I would buy out everything under 16g and I would not sell anything lower than 16g. This is a great way of keeping track of how much you've bought things for and not losing any money out of anything, because if you obviously buy under 16g and you're not selling below 16g, then you're not going to lose any money. Even if you make 50 silver profit on every volatile, if you sell 200, that's still 100 gold you've still got to play around with. Now, the one thing that you guys might be thinking about at the moment is, are volatiles the only items that you can flip? And that is definitely no. You could flip absolutely any single item on the auction house, because any single item has ups and down points. Now, volatiles were just a good example, and it is a great way to make money with volatiles if you can do that, because they constantly do sell and the prices do constantly drop and go. The best way to do this, if you don't have too much money to put into it or have a highly populated server with a lot of competition, is there is a lot of low items that you can buy and sell on. Now, the best way to do this is if you just go to www.wowprofessions.com, and I will put a link on this video. And if you have a look at the professions there, it's just loads of guides just showing you how to max out the professions the easiest way. Now, especially if you're on a highly populated server, this will work great because you have a lot of people trying to max out professions all the time at a higher ratio than other servers. Now, what you can do is, if you check that skill guides, you can look at the items that are required on those skill guides, and with that being the most popular site, you can then buy those items out and flip those auctions and sell them a bit higher. So those items you do tend to get a lot cheaper as well. You can usually double the price that you buy them for. So yeah, the one great thing about using items for low skilled professions is definitely the fact that there do tend to be less quantities of the items on the auction house, which makes it a lot easier to completely flip, which then makes it easier if you don't have as much gold. And they are still really desirable, especially if you're on a populated server, because there are just a lot of people that, you know, they want to level crafting really quickly, and there tends to be a lot of more money floating around. So all I would say to you guys is, if you do this, you can usually double the profit that you get from these. So you do tend to buy them really cheaply just because of people who just want rid of them for bag space and still want to make a bit of money, or just new players who want to make a little bit of cash to get themselves started and don't know the prices properly. So all you can do with these is just buy them for about, you know, around about 4g if you buy in like lesser moonstones or something like that. Easily sell them for about 10g each. I do that a lot on my server at the moment, and it's making me quite a nice little bit of money because of the amount that do get put up really cheap. It keeps your stock constantly up, and it's really good. All I would say is the golden rule for if you're ever trying to do this is don't try and be too greedy, because you won't sell them. And, you know, quick sales are good sales. Once you sell something quickly, you get more money to then control the auction house with. It's brilliant. One of the greatest ways to get a threshold on any single item is if you go to the Undermine journal. You can then just check, there's a little bar, and I will show you it here. If you can see this little bar here, when it's further to the right it's at a high price than it normally is, and when it's at the left it's at a lower price. The middle generally does tend to be a good place, but I do tend to watch the items myself personally, but that does just tend to be another person's preference, so you can really do what you want. I'm aware that at the moment all I've done really is WoW Gold videos and just a couple of other little silly ones, but that's just simply because I'm waiting for you guys just to let me know simply what videos you kind of want, And I'm also going to be looking at branching out into different games. I've just been really trying to sort out some proper software and, you know, things like that, just getting the video qualities up before I start branching out into different things. After all of this I do in my spare time, and it's just you know, I'm just doing this thing for you guys. And I would really just like to hear a lot back and see what you guys think, and just try and help me out and get me some support. Anyway guys, just let me know what you think about this video. I have really tried with this video, and I would really like your feedback, and I would definitely just like to see how this goes for you, and I would just like to know any videos you like me to do in the future, because any support is great support. I'm struggling a little bit with motivation to carry on with these videos at the moment, but you know, let's hope you inspire me.